Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Have You Heard? I'm Richard, and today we're listening to JETHRO Tull again. It's been at least a couple of weeks since our first JETHRO Tull video, which was One White Duck, and it had a really good response. So I'm kind of thinking that we have some JETHRO Tull fans hanging around the channel. So today we're going to do something just a little bit different. We're not doing an album track. We are doing Life's a Long Song. And here is the original EP. Vinyl. Remember that? Well, of course you do, because it's making a comeback, isn't it? But EPs were really, really popular in the 60s. This was released in September 71. So it was quite unusual at the time. Certainly singles were still in their prime here, although I didn't buy too many once the 70s ticked over. But I've still got a few hanging around, and of course I've been digging through my cardboard boxes, and I found the few that are left from all of my moves around the world. And this was on it, and I love this song. Life's a Long Song is great. It's a standalone song insofar as the lead song on the EP. The other songs are of varying quality, I think. Certainly Up the Pool, the second song on the A side of the EP, is a really nice, catchy song, and it kind of talks about the early days of JETHRO Tull, the band. They first formed, I think, as the John Evan Band, the keyboardist's name, in Blackpool in around about 67. So Up the Pool is a homage to their fun early days in Blackpool. And it's really, really good. But Life is a Long Song is certainly a really, really strong single. And I think it just about hit the top 10 in the UK in 71. So we're going to listen to that now. And let's see what we have to say about it afterwards. Okay. Come along, Spotify. Let's get you going. Life is a Long Song. This is the 2001 remaster that's on Spotify. So it'll be interesting to hear what this has to sound like.
When you've fallen awake and you take stock of the new day, and you hear your voice croak as you choke on what you need to say. Well, don't you fret, don't you fear, I will give you good cheer. Life's a long song, life's a long song, life's a long song. If you wait, then you play it, I will feel as the verses unfold and your soul suffers the long day. And the 12 o'clock gloom spins the room, you struggle on your way. Well, don't you sigh, don't you cry, lick the dust from your eye. Life's a long song, life's a long song, life's a long song. We will meet in the sweet light of dawn as the Baker Street train spills your pain all over your new dress, and the symphony sounds underground, but you wanted you a rest. Well, don't you squeal as the Life's a long song. Life's a long song. Life's a long song. But the tune ends too soon for a song. But the tune ends too soon for a song.
Lovely. It's 1971. 54 years ago. Gosh. Every time I say that, I shrink a little bit inside. That's quite remarkable. I never saw Jethro Tull live until last year, and a good friend and I went to see them at in Sheffield. But it wasn't really Jethro Tull, unfortunately. It was Ian Anderson and lots of younger men who I don't know who they were. And I have to say it was a little bit of a disappointment, but I'm not knocking them in any way. I'm not knocking Ian Anderson in any way. I mean, what a legend he is. But I sometimes feel there's a time when one should just gracefully hang up your flute, you know. I mean, his playing was great, his voice wasn't so great, and he struggled to make any of the higher notes, and he looked really as if he was really struggling to make them, and didn't look comfortable, and it's a shame, but hey, that's the way it goes. I wished I'd seen them in their prime, and even, well, way beyond. I guess you could say 1971 was not their prime. They were still on the up, weren't they? Aqualung had been very successful, and I think this was the first recording with the new drummer, Barrymore Barlow. Clive Bunker had left, and from here onwards it was Thick as a Brick was the next on the agenda, and to me that is Jethro Tull's high watermark. Be very interested to hear what you all think about that, what your opinions are. And I know that they had a great 70s and highly successful and controversial 80s, winning Grammy Awards for heavy metal albums and all of that stuff. I lost touch around there, but I'm kind of dipping my toes back into 80s Jethro Tull just to see what I missed, and there's some really interesting stuff in there. So happy to be guided by Jethro Tull fans if any of you are watching. So there we go. I'm just so pleased I found this EP. It's so good. It's got the lyrics on the back, the lineup as well. It's it. I mean, these things are kind of like artifacts now, aren't they? They're little pieces of history. They still work. It plays. I played it just now. It really does. And life is a long song. How's that for a segue into some profound piece of yeah, prophetic lyricism. dear, you got yourself into trouble there, Richard. I think we'll stop. We'll stop while the going's good. Life is a Long Song. It was a lovely long song for Jethro Tull and for Ian Anderson in particular, and I really enjoyed listening to that again. Um, aren't too many reactions on YouTube, so we've stuck with our ethos today on the channel, and we're championing an underdog, or certainly a really wonderful song that has perhaps been forgotten a little bit. So I hope you enjoyed it. Um, Stick a little like, or please comment if you have anything to say. And I've asked a couple of questions there, so hopefully somebody will respond. And subscribe. Have a look back at some of our other videos. We've over 30 videos already, and I'm having such a ball doing them. And as I say, every day the number of subscribers and views is increasing, which I am so thrilled about. And I hope we can continue on that upward trend. So, for me, for now, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. So until then, bye everybody.